Let's rewind the clock to 1999 when Renault, the French automotive powerhouse known as Régie Nationale des Usines Renault, did something utterly wild. Already famous for their success in Formula One and rally championships, Renault stunned the motorsport world with the release of a car so radical, it felt like a beast bred straight from the track. Enter the 1999 Renault Clio V6 trophy race car, a stripped-down, mid-engine monster purpose-built for racing glory. This was no ordinary Clio. Forget the front-wheel drive commuter, it was transformed into a fire-breathing rear-wheel drive machine. At its core roared a 3.0-liter V6 engine, churning out around 285 horsepower. That engine, originally derived from the Renault Laguna, was now mounted behind the driver, a layout usually reserved for exotic supercars. Coupled with a 6-speed SEDEV sequential gearbox and weighing only about 1,100 kilograms, this car didn't just drive, it lunged forward. It had lightning-fast throttle response, a raw mechanical grip, and the kind of cornering aggression that made your heart skip a beat. And the design? Oh, it was fierce. Flared wheel arches, a wide body stance, racing livery, and stripped-down cockpit made it unmistakably track-borne. No rear seats, no luxuries, just roll cages, racing harnesses, and a digital dash to remind you this wasn't made for Sunday shopping, it was made to attack circuits. The Clio V6 Trophy was born specifically for the Renault Sport Clio V6 Trophy Cup, a one-make racing series launched in 1999. It toured legendary tracks across Europe: Magny-Cours, Spa-Francorchamps, Silverstone, cheered by fans watching these roaring little giants trade paint at blistering speeds. Famous drivers such as Jason Plato and Jean Ragnati, the Ragnati of rally legend, slid behind its wheel during test events and demonstrations. The very first cars were distributed to private racing teams and gentleman drivers, many supported directly by Renault Sport. The first official owner of car number 1? Renault's own development team, before it went to Team Diac for the debut season. Compared to the previous Clio Williams or Clio 16 Volts Cup cars, this V6 trophy car was an all-out revolution. While the earlier versions were tuned hatchbacks, this one was a purpose-built racer from the ground up. And the sound, oh the sound. When that V6 ignites, it doesn't purr, it howls. It barks with authority at idle and then screams with rage as it hits 7,000 RPM. On a racetrack, you don't just hear the Clio V6 trophy, you feel it. The ground vibrates, the exhaust snarls like a thunderstorm trapped in a metal tunnel, and when it explodes out of a corner, it leaves spectators gasping, eyes locked on the blue blur streaking down the straight. Fun fact: only 159 of these were ever made, making it one of the rarest Renault sport vehicles ever. Some of the engines were tuned by TWR Tom Walkinshaw Racing, the same crew that built Le Mans Legends. And though built for the Trophy Series, several of these Clio V6 trophies were later converted for hill climbs and private racing leagues, where they continued to howl through alpine curves and vintage race events.